Hi Patty, today we're going to make a margherita pizza.
Yes.
And this is what we had. We just got back from Italy, and this is what we had in every town in southern Italy.
We did, everywhere. Everybody makes their own little version of it, but all the ingredients are the same.
Yep, and it's basically 3 ingredients. You've got your tomatoes, basil, and mozzarella.
And mozzarella cheese, the fresh mozzarella.
Yep. And so, well, I'm going to show you how we make the sauce, because that's the thing about this, is the sauce is very important.
Oh, yes. That's the most where you get all your flavor from is your tomatoes.
Yep, exactly. Now, I happen to have canned some tomatoes. Patty didn't can any of this here. I just want to point that out.
Of course, he's bringing it up.
You could get canned up, fresh tomatoes. And what I'm going to do is put everything right in a saucepan, and then we'll break it up. And actually what we're using is a potato masher.
This works very well. You could use a wooden spoon, but this actually works very well just to break it up.
Yep. And while we're doing that, Patty, tell us a story about how margherita pizza got its name.
Oh, this is really, okay. Oh, good.
You've been the storyteller. I'll do the work this time.
This is really cool. This pizza was named after the Queen of Italy, Queen Margherita.
That's right.
And this was her favorite pizza that she loved, and she said she loved it though because everything in it is the colors of the Italian flag. The red for the tomato sauce, the white for the mozzarella, and the green for the basil. So of course it was her favorite.
So it was her favorite. Now, as you can see, I think you can see here, it's just, all you're doing is breaking up the tomatoes. So if you had, this would be equal to like a 30-ounce can of whole tomatoes, and you can break them up with your hands. Now I'm going to take this over to the stove, and I'm just going to simmer this, bring it to a boil, and then let it simmer till it gets just a little bit thicker. At the very end, I'm going to take a little olive oil, drizzle it over the top, and then we're ready to put this together.
Then we're ready. You do want to just get, because you can see, or maybe you can't.
It's soupy.
It's very liquidy. It's almost soupy. So you just want to tighten it up a little bit.
So I'm going to do that, and then we'll be right back, and we'll show you how to put it all together.
See you in a little while.
Hi, well, we're back. Well, I have been preparing the sauce. Patty went ahead and she prepped the pizza dough. We didn't make this ourselves, though.
No. What we did is we just went to the regular grocery store and got a 1-pound piece of dough. And for this, since we want it to be a thin crust, what I did was cut it in half, let it rise, and punched it down once. And we just kneaded it out. We didn't even use it. We didn't even use the rolling pin.
And it's just real simple.
And what I did is just, I did put a little bit extra virgin olive oil here. And I'm just going to use a brush just to get it around. It gives it a nice crust. Even though we're going to put stuff on top of it, you want it to have a nice crunch.
Yeah, and typically the thing about the margherita pizza is it's really thin crust.
Yes, I was just going to mention.
So the good thing is you get two out of a pound. And it's about 10 inches. Patty put one together. You can see it's just real simple. Here,
and what you do, you start out like that. Like I say, you're going to, well, we'll show you. But
let's get, why don't we build it?
Let's just build it.
I'll hold the pizza.
Oh, you're going to hold it for me?
So she spread it out.
Here's my hand.
And now what you do is you use a slotted spoon, because
I think you do.
Don't you think because the fresh tomatoes, you're going to get a little bit of a juice?
Yeah, because even though you heat them up, it's still, you're going to get a little bit of liquid in there. Which normally you want, for if you're making a heavier sauce, you want to add paste and stuff like that. But that's what's the beauty of this one. It's
and
so easy.
As you're covering that, I want to talk about the mozzarella cheese a little bit. Don't get the already shredded. Get the little mozzarella, the fresh mozzarella
Get the fresh mozzarella. You can get it in the little balls. You can find it like that. Just about everywhere.
Or you can get a block.
Or a block, a big one.
But basically you want to use this.
That's what you want, the fresh.
And I've heated the oven. It's at as high as it would go. It's at 500 degrees. And you want it because these cook really, really fast. And what happens when you're there is they have these, the brick ovens.
Oh my gosh,
they're so hot. You're really far away from it, and they use the long.
And they use the pizza stone. And they use the long paddle to put them in.
The long paddle to put them in.
Well, since I don't know too many people that have that.
Yeah, we're doing it this way.
So we're doing it this way. We're going to just put it in the heater. But it is mostly important to put it in. I would say about 8 minutes total.
Okay, we're going to do that. Then when it comes out, we got our fresh basil, and we put the basil on right at the end. So we'll be back, and we'll show you what that looks like.
We'll show you what it looks like.
Hey Okay, Patty, the pizza's out of the oven. I'm just ready to slide it right onto the board.
Oh my God.
Now what you do, I forgot to tell you, is just rub your pan with a little bit of olive oil, and that allows it to brown on the bottom and slide off easy.
Yeah.
So, Patty, get the basil. That's all that's left, and I'm going to get rid of this hot pan.
This really is all that's left. It's just fresh basil. And what we do it in the style of everybody's grandma, everybody's nonna. We put this in, and no, we just tear it.
Just rip it?
No, we just rip it, put it on. No fancy chiffonade. And actually, it does. It's really great. And it's only going to take, don't worry, you can eat it in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
It just releases the oils, and it gives it just such a nice flavor. It's fresher.
It releases the smell, too.
The smell, the aromas are fabulous.
So this smells great. So in 3 minutes, we're going to cut this up. The interesting thing is when they serve this in Italy, you get, this would be one portion.
This is one
We end up cutting this in 4, and it usually feeds 2 people.
Yeah.
And they also, you never see these wheels.
Not
just
really.
a knife and a fork.
Knife and a fork.
So what we'll do, though, we're going to be Americans the way we do this.
Be Americano today.
Yep. And we're going to let it cool down, cut it in 4, and then what you do is you pick it up and you fold it in half and you
fold
eat
it over.
And it's so
It's
good.
really good. It's like what they do is an on the go.
Try it at home. Let us know what you think. Salute.
Salute.
Enjoy.
If you'd like to receive our free monthly newsletter, sign up at www.sweetmemoriescooking.com.